Antonio.
I took the call. What do we got?
I was hoping that somebody else would take the call.
What do you mean?
I think you better sit this one out.
Sir.
Hey, you're too involved, all right? It's not good for you, and it's not good for the case.
I told you how important it is for me to be a part of this.
This is not about what you want. We can't afford to make any mistakes.
My work won't be compromised. I promise, Commissioner. Now, what's up?
Lindsay and Allison were here. One of them's got a gun.
Anyone hurt?
Not that we know of. A neighbor reported a gunshot. Mason found a bullet hole.
What's next?
We're going to search every inch of this place. We have to find out how long ago they left. And if we're lucky, we're going to find a clue to their next move.
Well, this is Vicky's cabin. What are we doing here?
Vicky's wanted by the cops. Ow. You think anyone's gonna be dumb enough to think she'd hide out in her own place?
Wait a minute. Vicky's wanted by the police.
Keep a lid on it. Give me a headache, and I'll muzzle you permanently.
You run that damn interview with me, blasting Gretel Cummings one more time, I will sue your damn station for every penny it's worth. You got it? That is the end of it, Nigel. The last item on that quack's list.
I think you've done it, sir.
You know, it burns me up that I have to shut down that Gretel is a fraud website, not to mention my civil suit.
Well, obviously, you can't sue the lady. She's got both of us. Oh. Well, you and me.
Go on, say it, Nigel. Damn woman's got us over a barrel.
I'm afraid so.
You know what's killing me? That she thinks that she won. But at least, Nigel, I will not have the FBI crawling all over me.
I agree, sir. Best to let sleeping dogs lie.
For what I did, nobody needs to know how I built my fortune. I intend to keep it that way. Even if I have to make nice with this phony quack.
I fully support your decision, sir, but how can you be certain that phony is going to play nice with you?
Hi, Renee. You got a minute? Every time I check this column of figures, I get a different answer. I just can't keep my mind off of everything that's going on with Vicky. I know. If only I hadn't brought... Not another word. That's between you and your conscience. Okay. There's something that I want to tell you. I won't be staying here much longer. The police are letting you back in your house? Oh, I don't know. I don't know if they ever will. Renee, you've been such a good friend to me. My only friend, really, since I was exposed as a fraud. You just don't get it, do you? We all have a past. I am not judging you. That's why it's so important to me that I tell you everything. Everything? About me and Asa.
Here we go. Perfect spot, huh?
Finally, a level piece of land. Listen.
What?
Tickets.
Yeah. You sure you want to do this, huh?
Oh, absolutely. You can almost feel the toxins in that cabin.
Wow.
Not that I haven't eaten my fair share of toxins, mind you. I just would rather take my chances with the bugs and the stars.
Yeah. The water in that stream's got to be a lot purer than the orange goo that came running out of that faucet.
Oh, Troy. The water's perfect, isn't it, Troy?
The water's just perfect, isn't it, Troy?
What? What is it?
Ladies and gentlemen, Elvis has left the building.
Is that today's banner?
It was.
Oh, that didn't sound good.
Oh, well.
What are you doing?
Performing an exorcism. The peroxide-soaked ball and chain is gone.
How do you know she's not coming back?
I got a feeling.
A feeling?
A feeling deep inside. Whoa, yeah. Whoa, yeah. And it's telling me that Hurricane Roxy is gone.
What do you think she's gonna do to us?
Nothing. We're worth a lot more to her alive than we are dead.
That's so true. Too bad I don't care.
Now, I'm worried, sir. Short of a lobotomy, how can we guarantee that the former doctor won't go ahead and write her book anyway?
Because I look that Lady Viper square in the eye.
You know, I never doubt you, sir, but...
Nigel, please, don't start. Trust me. Gretel Cummings would have chewed off her arm to get out of the fix she was in. I gave her everything she wanted. I know what I'm doing.
I see.
I am not going after her in public. I am not suing her into the poorhouse. As a matter of fact, I'm not going to go anywhere near her unless I have to. Gretel got everything she wanted, so I'm going to tell you she is not going to publish that expose.
Let us hope she relocates to some metropolis where she's less well known. Yeah, Helsinki, Minsk.
Tormenting her was sure lots of fun. While it lasted.
Well, I hope you'll find a less provocative way of amusing yourself in the future.
So towards the end of the court-appointed therapy sessions with Asa, he really opened up to me.
Well, well, well. If it isn't Dr. No Little. Tell me, Gretel, how'd you do it? How'd you get the hospital drop its suit against you?
What?
Yeah, my mother's on the board. They just called a special meeting and called the whole suit off.
And what's really weird, it was all Asa Buchanan's idea.
You're kidding.
I wish.
Asa hates you. Why would he do that? Excuse us. Please. This is what I've been trying to tell you. That when Asa was your patient, he really opened up to you. I'm afraid so, yes. Ray, months ago, when it came out that Asa had faked his death, and I was really, really upset, you told me that Asa was all hot air and swagger, and it was a smokescreen for all to hide his real feelings.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
I don't believe this. You are an absolute genius. No doubting yourself any longer. You were right.
No.
Asa is now being the wonderful man that I have always known that he is deep down. You are a damned good therapist.
You need to listen
You
to me,
convinced him
please.
to be that man again. I have to go to the mansion. This is a cause for celebration. I understand everything. This is what I have wanted, Ray, for so long. It's an absolute miracle. Oh, and Ray, by the way, if you want to go on staying here at the palace, honey, you're welcome forever. I don't think so.
Sir, the women left their prints everywhere. We've got blonde hair, brown hair, no blood evidence.
All right, get all the phone company and pull the records.
Already done. It's going to be a while before we get a timetable.
No, I'm not so sure. The women haven't been gone that long, maybe an hour or two.
Sir, how do you figure?
Because the food on the table upstairs, glass is half full. Right now I'm just trying to find some clue to what their next move might be.
Commissioner. Yeah? The rest of the team is here. They're checking the grounds.
All right, you and Dolan, you canvass the neighborhood, talk to neighbors, see if they saw or heard anything unusual. You know, lights being left on, strange cars, people leaving on foot, anything. All right, nothing is too small.
You got it.
What are you thinking?
Something happened down here. Struggle.
You're right. I mean, Ray's not the type to leave a mess like this. The woman's organized.
Yeah, well, that's how she was able to fool everybody for so long, so who's fighting?
Allison and Lindsay?
No. Not so sure of that.
Am I missing something?
That's a gut feeling. I know Lindsay, though. She's capable of a lot, but she's not violent.
Sir, she changed Troy MacIver to a funhouse wheel.
Yeah, but she didn't kill him.
Well, forgive me for saying so, but she spent time in jail since then, and some inmates, they learn how to be violent in order to survive.
Yeah, but not Lindsay. You see, her weapon of choice is manipulation. See, Allison, on the other hand, she's...
You think Allison Perkins is the one with the gun?
I would put my money on it. And I pity anybody who gets in her way.
How can you hurt me if I'm your friend? I mean, I am your friend, remember?
Don't make me madder than I already am.
Tell her. You always make sense. Tell her that killing us is only going to make it worse.
For who?
Say something.
I knew it. You two are in cahoots. You've been plotting against me ever since that secret code in the car. Everyone's been against me my whole life, in the whole world. But now, it's not gonna happen anymore. It's over, right now. Don't look at her. I'll blindfold you. I mean it.
Allison! Hey! Don't go off the deep end here. Nobody's plotting against you.
Says who?
Just don't go wacky on us now, will you? Could you not do that? She'll kill us. Like, you don't know her.
Quiet, Judas.
You wouldn't be here if it weren't for me.
Oh, and vice versa. And you never even said thank you. You just lied to me about Dave.
Well, I didn't know I was lying. Hey, that's a new one.
I like the way you think.
Thanks. You know, I make a good hostage, make a much better partner.
Forget it. I fly strictly solo.
Ah, your funeral. What are you doing? Shut up. Hey, Allie, a lot of people are going to be wanting Vicky back, you know. Like her kids, Benji.
Vicky, are you okay?
They're going to pay big bucks to get her back, too. Yeah, sky's the limit. Hey, they'll give you money, safe passage, across the border.
Go on.
Well, what do you say? Could we cut a deal?
You want that to be true, Dad, but Roxanne leaving without a fight? Never gonna happen.
Hey, I was just as surprised as you are, but, fact is, Roxanne's gone.
Hey,
Hey, just come on in.
Max.
What?
You didn't do what we were talking about. You didn't take matters into your own hands.
You think I killed her?
Well, you did ask me to do it, remember?
RJ, I swear to you, I did nothing to harm Roxanne.
Good. I can't get caught up in your mess. I've got enough troubles of my own.
What trouble do you have?
Whoever helped Lindsay and Allison escape had to be a local. I mean, he knew Ray's house was cordoned off for the police investigation, and he knew how to sneak the women in here.
He knew. He? So you already know who it is.
Bo, you and I both know it was R.J. Gannon. I mean, his marks are all over this, and I'm going to prove it.
Antonio, this is why I didn't want you here.
Bo, I'm right. You know I am.
No, I don't know. I don't know if you're right. See, I'm not 100% convinced.
How can you say that? What about the money clip?
He had an alibi. Antonio, I'm warning you. We make one slip up, one little slip, RJ walks.
That's not going to happen, sir. I already let his bogus alibi cost me my relationship with Carrie. I'm not going to blow this case, too.
You and Carrie had a fight.
We broke up. It's over.
Why didn't you say anything?
It's not professional.
Well, it's not professional to go after RJ right in the middle of the police station. Something like that cannot happen again, Antonio.
It won't.
All right. Look, you and Carrie, you'll work it out.
No. I don't think so. Not this time.
Antonio, this investigation is too important for me to let anyone's emotions get in the way.
I won't lose my cool again. I'm a cop, first and foremost. That's the only way I'm gonna nail RJ, and that's the only way I can get Carrie back.
Oh, yeah, but that's not what we're doing here.
I know it. Look, sir, I want to find Lindsay and Allison more than ever. They'll tell us RJ was their accomplice.
All right,
and
detective, one step at a time, all right? You take a look down here. I'm going to see what they got upstairs.
What is it, sir?
Scratches. Somebody dragged something on those stairs.
You think Lindsay and Allison dragged something of Ray's upstairs?
Or down.
I can help you. My ex is a defense attorney. He's never lost a case.
I'm not planning on needing a lawyer.
But if you let me go, I know Sam will do everything that he can to get you off.
Ow. That's what you think, you skunk. Your ex is just going to be happy to get you out of the picture.
How dare you?
Hey, Allie, listen up. I got you out of the nut house. I can get you out of this one, too, you know.
Hey, I'm an escaped convict. I'll bet there's a big reward out there for me, and you can have it. You can have all of it.
Lindsay, stupid. She's an escaped convict. Nobody going to pay her nothing.
All right. I know what I'm going to do.
What?
Oh, what now? What? Take it easy, Al. What, are you going to tie me to a chair, too?
Shut up!
Oh, man. Ow! Take it easy.
Now, I am going to leave the cops a nice little present. 2 blondes trussed up like Christmas turkeys.
Oh, yeah? And where are you going?
Wherever I damn well please.
And what if the police don't find us?
Not my problem. You can bicker each other to death, or you can wait and let the rats gnaw what's left off your bones. Either way, I win.
Allison, you can't just leave us here.
Will you shut up, you moron? She ain't killing us, is she?
Lindsay, I'm borrowing your phone. Now, ladies, if anyone asks for me, tell them I've gone where they feed blondes to the lions for lunch.
Okay, I gotta get out of here.
Yeah, me too. But, you know, if we help each other, I know we can do it. Look, Vicky, I know we've never really exactly been close.
Close? I can't even stand the sight of you.
But we need each other to survive.
Sorry, we ain't my vocabulary.
I am not going back to that prison. You don't know what it's like. I almost died there twice.
Well, better luck next time.
You need me.
You wish?
You can't get out of here on your own. But if we do it together, we can both get out.
Lindsay, forget it!
Vicky!
And quit calling me Vicky! I ain't Vicky. I'm Nikki Smith, and I work alone.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, I don't think bringing her was such a great idea.
Why not?
Because sleeping on this cold ground can't be any better than sleeping in that bed back in the cabin. So.
Troy, we almost were impaled by rusty spring.
Nora.
You know, would you do me a favor? Will you just go in that bag right there and grab the poncho? The poncho. Grab the poncho.
Oh, okay. Fine. But if it rains, you're gonna need a lot more than just this poncho, Nora.
I got it all figured out.
Take the other end. Take the other end.
Okay. Okay.
Just lie straight out.
Yeah?
Yeah, a little more over to your side. There you go.
Now what are you doing?
You'll see.
Okay.
Voila. A sleeping bag. Enough room for 1 or 2 very good friends.
How'd you learn how to do all this, huh? Because I know it wasn't from reading all those Nancy Drew books.
Nancy Drew hardly left suburbia. Please,
Oh.
please. I learned my wilderness skills during my marriage to Hank Cannon.
Really?
Uh-huh.
The DA goes camping.
Camping, hiking, fishing, you name it, he does it.
Wow.
The marriage may have ended, but my survival skills were etched in stone.
Well, I'm just gonna have to thank the DA the next time I see him, then.
I think you should.
Yeah.
Oh, it's incredible, isn't it? You know, how a relationship can end. Walk away with something from it. Years later, you can look back when all the drama's faded and you just feel warm inside. You know what I mean? Maybe it's just when you're married to somebody. And since you've never been married, you'll just have to take my word for it.
There you are, sir. The final post from GretelIsAFraud.com website.
It's a shame, don't you think?
Asa Buchanan, you big hunk of Texas bluster, I am so proud of you.
What are you going on about, Renee?
Ray Cummings. I heard all about it.
And you're proud of me?
Yes, I am. You finally did the right thing. You got the hospital to drop that suit against her.
Yes. Yes, I did.
And that awful website of yours posted its final notice. What has gotten into you, Asa?
I was shown the light.
And not a moment too soon. I take it as a sign.
A sign?
Mm-hmm. That after all these years, somewhere under that gruff exterior, there's still a remnant of the man I love.
The man you love?
Once loved.
Oh.
And if Asa Buchanan can give Ray Cummings a chance, I can certainly give Asa Buchanan a chance. Do you want to have dinner with me?
Well, what makes you think I want to give you a chance?
Sir?
All right. Maybe after a little more therapy.
Renee. Would you meet me at the Palace Hotel in an hour and wear something that I like? Well, I'll be damned.
It's thrilling, isn't it, sir?
Don't you pop a blood vessel. You ain't going.
All I meant was it would be wonderful to have Mrs. Devine back in our lives.
We'll see.
You know, I think something good may come from all this Gretel Ray Cummings debacle. After all.
I wouldn't celebrate yet if I were you. You know, just because the hospital dropped its suit against you doesn't mean the university will. Or the injured parties. I mean, us, for instance.
Well, Shauna, I wouldn't expect anything of the kind from you. Are you guys old enough to be in here?
Good comeback, Gretel. Hey, Molly, how about another round of drinks?
Sure. My treat.
Shouldn't you be giving a deposition or something?
No, but I will be calling my lawyer right away, asking him to up the stakes. See, now that the hospital's not suing you, we have a lot more money we can ask for.
Your buddy Shauna's pretty tough.
Yeah, what Shauna wants, Shauna gets every time.
So do I. What are you doing now?
What?
Well, I've got my sister Jessica's sports car and the keys to her mom's mountain hideaway. What do you say we do some sightseeing?
Ooh, bad boy.
Is that a yes?
Wait here 1 sec. Hey, I'm out of here. You coming?
Nope, this is the most fun I've had all week.
Later.
Well, I'm glad somebody's enjoying themselves.
Oh, I'm not by myself. I mean, just about everybody you taught's behind me. We're going to ruin you.
We'll see about that.
I can't wait.
It's me. Now, are you sure you know what time to be there? Great. All right. Then we're all set. I'll see you then. You're Vicky Smith. The one and only. And guess what? I like you even less than Vicky did. Or whoever you are. Nikki, the name is Nikki.
It doesn't matter. We still need each other.
You know what? You got a point. The old two heads better than bull.
That's right.
Yeah, right. Okay, I'll tell you what. We're going to put these chairs back to back. And then you're going to untie me. And I'm going to untie you.
That's a great idea.
Okay? Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Come on. Untie me, Lindsay. I ain't going to do this alone.
Wait a minute.
What?
You want me to untie you first?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, how do I know that you're going to untie me? How do I know you're not going to just leave me here to die?
Oh, for Pete's sake, Lindsay.
I think that you ought to untie me first.
I don't think so. You're a jailbird, and I don't trust you.
Well, I don't really see where you have much of a choice.
Oh, I'll give you a choice. I'm out of here. Get out of my way.
No, you are not leaving me here like a sitting duck.
I guess again.
I'm not going back to that prison. I'm not going back. I'd kill you first.
Oh, yeah? You don't stand a chance next to me, princess. Bring it on. Come on.
Yeah, somehow, Landview's finest had gotten it in their minds that I helped Lindsay Rappaport escape from Statesville.
Did you?
Why would I want Lindsay out running around? No, it's Antonio. He wants to pin every crime in the Commonwealth on me.
Well, I hope you've got an airtight alibi.
Oh, yeah, the best. I was home watching television with Carrie.
Well, that's right. That's the best.
Yeah, but it's not good enough for Antonio. No, he's still all over me. He even attacked me in the middle of the police station.
Well, you really should steer clear of police stations.
Noted.
Oh.
Look, anyway, if Vega comes sniffing around asking questions about where I was when phone calls...
Hey, whatever you need me to say. You got it, man.
That's all I needed to hear.
Okay.
Oh, hey, but, you know, if you had done something, gotten rid of Roxy, I'd cover for you.
You don't think anything really could have happened to Roxy, do you?
Well, who knows? It's not like she takes the best care of herself.
Yeah.
Hey, I heard what RJ said to you before. Did he really think that you killed her?
Oh, yeah, he was joking. Yeah.
Funny.
Al, come on, Al. I would never kill anybody, not even Roxanne.
No, I know that. I mean, I do. But if she should happen to turn up, well, you know. Well, a lot of people heard you say that you would do anything to get rid of her.
That is true.
New suspects in Rappaport house fire. And you know, I mean, people get away with real crimes all the time. It'd be horrible if you got accused of one you didn't commit.
Yeah. You know, she was really wasted when she barreled out of here, not to mention upset.
So you should go find her.
I don't know where she is. I know where she was headed. She was taking that Woman of the Year trophy back to Ray Cummings' house.
Oh, my legs are like rubber, and I got a lump on my noggin that's the size of a coconut.
All right, you okay? You want us to take you to the hospital?
No, I don't want to go to the hospital. It's just, I don't like tight, smelly spaces.
Can you tell us how you got in that trunk, Miss Balsam?
Holden's, Roxy Holden. And, you guys saved my blonde butt, because I really thought that I was a goner.
Okay, just take it easy.
I gotta take it easy, because I really got clunked on the head pretty good.
Do you know what happened?
Hey, anything can help.
Well, you know about the Woman of the Year deal.
What about it?
Well, after it turned out that Dr. Ray Dane was a fraud, I got a little worried about the bowl.
Get to the point.
So I took it for safekeeping.
You stole the award.
I said I took it for safekeeping. You don't listen too good, do you? Oh.
Sit down.
It's okay. Anyway, Max kind of sees it the same way that you do, and he said he'd like me a lot better if I was a better person, so I figured I would take that bowl and I would come back here and I would do the right thing, and I was a little tipsy. Actually, I was about 3 sheets.
Look, would you just tell us what happened to Lindsay and Allison?
Could you switch him for somebody nicer?
Detective Vega.
Sorry.
All right. Now, about Lindsay and Allison.
Well, look, like I told you, I really don't know nothing about Lindsay, but that skinny nut job, she's got the strength of like 10 guys.
So it was Allison that put you in the trunk?
Yeah, she left me there for dead. Just wait till I get my hands on her.
Okay. When did she leave?
I don't know. How long was I in the trunk?
2 hours, 6.
Hey, would you get off my back? Maybe it was 12 hours. I don't even know what the hell day it is. What is it? What time's... Oh, look, that creep. She broke my watch when she shoved me in the trunk.
Hour and a half. They couldn't have gotten far. I want you to notify the state police. Have them arrange a sweep, all right? We're going to need more manpower.
Hey, what about me? Did anybody report me missing?
When this is all over, and when Lindsay's finally back in Statesville,
Yeah.
I am going to take you and Matthew on the best vacation. I'm going to take you guys someplace where none of us have ever been before.
Ooh, that sounds wonderful. However, I want you to know that I'm absolutely content to be right here.
Oh, come here. You cold?
Yeah, I am a little bit.
You know what? Why don't I get your jacket?
No, I got it. I know exactly where it is in the backpack. Gosh, that water looks so inviting, doesn't it? Wouldn't it be nice to go for a swim? But if the air is cold, that means the water will probably be freezing, and never mind.
Troy, is that you?
Yes. It's me. Stop it, Joanna.
I won't stop it.
Yes, you will.
Make me. Go ahead, Troy. Make me.
I did stop you, Joanna. I did.
Hey, you okay?
Yeah, it's just the water.
Yeah. It's hard to believe that we almost drowned. That's what you were thinking about, wasn't it? I mean, I certainly don't forget.
I just can't get it out of my mind. I don't know what I would have done if I had lost you like that.
I'm just glad you came along when you did. I can't think of a worse way to die than drowning.
Neither can I.
And what am I supposed to do with this?
Might I be so bold as to suggest you give it to your date?
That shouldn't hurt, I guess.
Asa, Nigel. The maid let me in. Am I early?
Yeah. 4 months early. Come back at Christmas. That's when I give to charity.
Reverend Carpenter?
Why the hell are you still standing there?
Come on, Asa. You know why I'm here. Obviously, you're already dressed for it.
What the hell are you talking about?
Behave, Asa. Reverend Carpenter is here to marry us.
All right, nothing's happened to Roxy. The woman's indestructible, for crying out loud. I mean, she couldn't be dead. She probably just, whoa. Yeah. What the?
All right, think back. Roxanne,
Yeah.
Did Allison say anything that might tell us where she went?
Hey, Commish, it's like a blur, 'cause she tortured me. Maybe I just blocked it out.
All right. All right, then let's try to jog your memory. Do you remember Allison leaving with Lindsay?
I told you, I never even saw Lindsay.
So Allison left her alone.
Well, I know she wasn't with Lindsay, but she wasn't exactly alone. She had Vicky.
I thought you left.
I did. Took those cell phones and smashed them to smithereens, took off. But then the lousy car broke down.
Tough luck.
It was a sign.
Of what?
A sign that I was supposed to come back and finish you two off for good. What's so funny?
You can't kill anybody with that gun.
Want to bet?
Yeah. Want to bet? You've been doing so much target practice out there. You're out of bullets. I counted. Is that true?
Well, what do you know? Nikki must have slept through math class. I'm only almost out of bullets. I still got one left. So the big question is, which one of you do I use it on? La-di-da, Lindsay. Or Vicky Nicky.